What? What? Oh, it's you. How do you keep getting in here? Are you back? Okay, I think you're back. Where do you keep going at the start of these videos? I'll find out. So, we're back again for another review video. My name is Drew, and welcome to I Drew Some Reviews. In this case, we're doing another gaming headset. Now we are going to do these ones. These are the Sennheiser Game Zeros, and the word game is written in quasi-leet speak with a 4 in place of the A. It's from the Game series, so there's a Game Zero and the Game 1s in that series. The Game Zeros are the closed design headset, and the Game 1s are the open design version. So, similar product, but use your judgment based on what you prefer when in a closed or an open design to decide which of these two headphones you should look at. If you want to get some more information about what closed and open design means, have a look at my video of the SteelSeries Siberia V2s. It's going to be in the same playlist as this, or put a request in comments asking me to make a separate video explaining closed and open design. Same goes for any of these stats we walk into. If you're not sure how they work, just throw something in the comments and I'll gladly make a specific stat video about that stat, or just a general how to shop for headphones video. So these are Game Zero. These are specifically PC gaming headphones. There's adapters you can plug and play to fit them into consoles. If you're some sort of weird console gaming person and haven't yet understood that PC gaming is far superior, but that's fine. I'll let you enjoy your consoles on your own. So, deceptively small box for a fairly big set of headphones, and that's because they're quite collapsible. I'll show you a couple stills of what they look like folded up and what they look like prepared for travel. So a big part of my choosing these specific headphones was the ability to travel. Again, I'm in the Navy. I need to be able to move with gear and have it not break and be protected. So just reach over. These headphones come with this nice slim case, and it's a hard shell case. So they actually fold in to these designed ear cup holders. They fold down, fit into this case, and there's a nice little storage packet here for cables or whatever else you need. So that's a fantastic feature for someone that travels at all and still wants to have a full-size, proper gaming headset instead of using here. It's a smaller Sennheiser gaming headset. This is more of a sports set. It's not going to give you the same performance as something like this. So, how do these compare to other headsets? They're expensive. At MSRP, they're fairly expensive. You can get them for deals. Lots of websites have them for cheaper, so shop around. You can get them for quite a bit cheaper than they are at MSRP, but even at that price, they're a fantastic headphone. Big features, really oversized earpiece, really oversized foam cup. So what that's going to mean is it's going to go all the way around your ear without touching it at all and give you a nice comfortable feel. It's not going to compress your ear or mess with sound, and it's actually a contoured ear cup. So what that means is down here in the bottom end of your jaw is going to be further in than the top of your ear. So because this is smaller than this, the padding down here is actually bigger. So it's actually fitted to seal on your face even more. So because of that, just the passive noise blocking gives you a full 32 dB. So if you're not familiar with logarithmic scale, what that means is every 3 dB is, or decibel, is half volume in terms of volume. So if it gave me a 3 decibel blocking, that would be reducing the volume around me by 1/2. But then as you scale up, because it's logarithmic, 6 will take that half and half it again, so now you're down to 1/4. So you do that 11 times almost to get to 32 dB. So you're dealing with a lot of noise blocking. Someone can walk up right next to you and pretty much have to tap you on the shoulder if they want to get a hold of you. So what does that mean? That means that you don't have to turn up the volume as much to get every little nuance of what's happening in a game. That translates to your headphones not damaging your ears. It means you can play for a long time, you can have them playing for a long period of time, not just 2 hours at a time, but I mean for 15 years type of thing, without affecting your hearing or getting loss of hearing. Because if you're someone that enjoys a good pair of headphones, a big part of that is also protecting your own hearing. So, huge feature, block out outside noise so that you don't have to try to drown it out with sheer volume. So, how else does this protect your ears? We talked about the other headphones being 32 ohm resistance. Getting to the stats already here, but these headphones, their input impedance is 150 ohms. So, what does that mean? It means that you're not going to hear any of the noise or fuzz on a line unless it's really, really being driven. So, almost every source is going to sound cleaner on these headphones. But it means some of the weaker sources, some of the, like a really cheap phone or a really cheap MP3 player of some kind, is probably not going to put out enough power to make these headphones really loud. But go back to what we started talking about. These headphones are set up so that you can block out noise, so that you can listen cleanly at lower volumes. So that's what we're here for. It's not about blaring in your ear. Big difference. So I'll go over the stats here real quick. Just pull up my trusty tablet here. So they come in black and white. It says it's a headband style design. Thanks, you can't see that from the picture. They have two 3.5mm jacks, just like the other headphones. Pretty standard concept. Here again, they list frequency response when they're trying to say frequency range. You're going to see that a lot. You're not going to see a frequency response graph on majority of headphones. So these are from 10 hertz to 26,000 hertz for the headphone, and from 50 hertz to 16,000 hertz on the microphone. Now you'll notice that that is not in the 20 to 20,000 range that we were talking about before, about human hearing. It's 50 to 16,000. It doesn't cover that whole range. There's a reason it doesn't. The human voice does not cover as wide a range as human hearing covers. So again, it's designed to pick up your voice. It's a microphone attached to your headset, so it doesn't need to pick up things outside of that. So sound pressure level, which is, it can be translated as volume, but it's not really. We can talk about sound pressure level separately if you want to ask for it. Throw it in the comments. I'll make a video about that to make that make more sense. But it's 108 dB for here. So there's something called THD, which is another sort of audiophile spec, and it stands for total harmonic distortion. And it's basically, if everything is running clean on the signal, how much will the headphones or the speakers distort the sound? Because nothing is designed perfectly. And this is less than 0.1%. Most headphones will not even give you their stat. The crazy high-end audiophile headphones can get even lower than that. But the difference to your ear between hearing a 0.1% THD and something smaller, that's where in the audiophile world people get called a golden ear. A golden ear is not a compliment. It is essentially saying, like to the wine tester, It's saying, oh, you have a sip of wine and say, I taste notes of day-old garbage, but in a good way. Okay, you don't know what you're talking about, so you're just making something up to make it sound like you know what you're talking about. And there's a lot of that happening in the audiophile world. So really, 0.1% THD, you don't need anything better than that, ever. Your ears aren't going to tell the difference. The weight is a little bit heavier than the Game Zeros at 312 grams. So, really solid set of headphones. A couple of neat features I want to run through with you. As I mentioned before, really long cable right out of the bat. There's no extensions having to go on this. This is a really long cable by itself. So, if you're trying to use this as a sport headphone, you're going to have 3 feet of cable jammed in your pocket. This is not a sports outdoor headphone. These are gaming headsets. So they're set up for that purpose. The microphone here is active noise cancelling. So there's a microphone on the outside that's listening to ambient noise. There's actually a washing machine going on just on the other side of that wall behind you, and you can't hear a thing from it because that is cancelling it out. And then the inside microphone here is just for my voice. On the headphones themselves, on the side here, there's a rolling dial, which you'll see in some of the close-ups I'll take, and that's actually your volume control. So rather than having the volume control be on the cable somewhere and you try to find it and roll on the thing, it's right on your earpiece. It's very intuitive on the first wearing to just go, and it's a 3/4 turn for the entirety of the volume spectrum. It's not like spinning around on your ear 3 times. On the microphone, when you talk about volume control, no mute cable down the line, right? Just take this microphone, and you're going to lose my voice in a second, but as soon as you roll that microphone up, it actually clicks very minutely. You can barely hear it, and that is engaging the mute right away. So, excellent thing. You're sitting there, you're using the microphone, and you want to say something to the person next to you without someone hearing it. Makes a lot of sense. Really smart design, really simple, and it's built like it doesn't feel chintzy. It's built really rugged, so that's really good. Microphone quality, well, you're listening to it right now, so pretty good, I think. What else do we want to say? Sennheiser Game Zero, absolutely fantastic headset. It's something you're going to throw a little extra money at, and it's something that you're going to, let's call it an investment in terms of a headphone. These are not $20 headphones. These are a proper set of gaming headsets. This is something that's going to last you a while. This is something that is going to be an investment to you in terms of your health, because you can listen at as much detail at much lower volumes, and it's something that's gonna just, I think it looks cool, and I think that they're gonna be easy to travel with. I've not had them for super long, but so far I am exceedingly happy with my purchase. I highly recommend Sennheiser Game Zero, and if you prefer an open cup design, Sennheiser Game 1. So the last piece of this is a little bit of brand loyalty. I showed you a Sennheiser Sport headset. I have a Sennheiser Bluetooth headset. I have some over-the-ear and behind-the-head Sennheiser headphones. I had some wireless headphones in the past from Sennheiser. So there's a little bit of brand loyalty that exists in shopping for a set of headphones. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. Every headphone or audio company is going to have a specific note or characteristic to their sound. The ideal situation is what's called a flat sound, and a flat sound is exactly what the sound engineer that created those noises in the first place heard on his end. That's the audiophile goal, is to hear what the artist or the musician designed for you to hear. So that's possible with certain things. Up top here, these Yamaha studio monitors. those are flat sound. That is what sound engineers use in studio to design sound. So that's what they're hearing when they're figuring things out. A lot of headphones try to add a lot of bass, or they add a lot of this and that, or color the sound, and I don't like too much of that myself. I really like Sennheiser's sound package, where they don't overly emphasize bass. Instead, they give you a quality bass. You can throw any song at these, and they're going to sound clean, and they're going to sound as they were designed as much as possible. So these are pretty close to a reference headphone, as far as you're going to get in a gaming headset. The true reference one in the Sennheiser line are the HD 800s, but those are $1,600. So these were a splurge for me. That's not in my normal price range, but those are supposed to be amazing. So I would recommend Sennheiser Game Zero, Sennheiser Game 1 headphones if you're looking at actually putting an investment in for the sake of your ears and for the sake of the quality experience that you get while gaming. So thanks for watching this review. This is Drew signing off, and once again, this is I Drew Some Reviews. Please click the subscribe button if you like this video, and feel free to comment to share what you thought about the video. And if you think you know someone who would like this video, hit the share button and pass it on to them. Thanks again.